Well, we were talking about a person who's going through suffering. All of a sudden, he gets hit with a big bill. All of a sudden, somebody fights with him. All of a sudden, he makes a silly mistake and it costs him a lot of money. Oh, why does all these things happen to me? I don't understand. Getting hit after hit after hit. So it says the Sharet Teshuva. V'yesh al boteach b'shem leochin me'ma'of tzukato. One who trusts in Hashem, he should have faith in Him, even when it's dark, even when there's distress. You should know the present darkness will be the cause and eventual light. Right? The Mekubalim say, whenever your vessel's getting broken, that means that you're getting what? You're gonna get a new vessel. You're getting a bigger vessel. So therefore, whenever there's darkness, you should know that must mean there's going to be coming light. Right? As it says, the sages in the Mizrat Sheilim, ilmale nafalti lo kamti. Right? Because it says in the Pasuk of Micha, ki nafalti kamti. Right? Don't be joyous over me. King David, Micha, the prophet says, don't laugh about me, Mr. Enemy. Don't be happy that I fell. Why? Ki nafalti kamti. When I fall, I'm going to get up. What does that mean? It says the Midrash, there's no way to get up without falling. If I wouldn't fall, I would never have risen. If I didn't sit in the darkness, I would never see the light. So therefore you have to realize that what? That since you go through the suffering, that's why you'll be able to go and see the light. You'll be able to go and grow higher. Therefore, every person, on the day of your stress, the day of your suffering, what should you do? What's the proper response when things are going bad for you? Says the Teshuva. You should sit and think about the cause of your Yisurim. Maybe which sin that I do is the cause for my Yisurim. Afflict yourself with fasting. Teshuva, tefillah. What do people do? What does the community do back in the day when there was no rain? They make a day of fasting. They'll make teshuva. They'll day of fasting, day of prayer, and they hopefully annul the decree. That's what you have to do also on the day of when you have stress, when you have problems. As Sage said, this is the best way finding favor with the Kadosh Baruch Hu. What's the reason Hashem made you suffer? Is to get your attention. So give him your attention. Do teshuvah, pray, give him your attention, it'll go away. Therefore it says, this is true when what? When the vast majority of situations. What if a person is tzaddik? What if a person is tzaddik? Why does this person tzaddik suffers? He said, Rabbi, I did teshuvah. I'm already doing everything right. I didn't do anything wrong. Why Hashem make me suffer? Oh, over there it's different. Over there, this is a test in your faith, and this is a way to increase your reward in the world to come. David the Melech was tzaddik also, right? He said to Hashem, Hashem, test me. Hashem says, okay, I want to test you. I want to give you more reward, but to get more reward, I have to test you first. So I'm going to test you. And he said to him, test with Bathsheba, right? So therefore, sometimes when a person didn't do anything wrong, he still gets tests in order to increase your olam haba or to prove if you have emunah. Last week's parasha, all of this, why did I put you in the midbar? With the thirst and with the hunger, no food, no water, all that stuff, in order to test you to see if you believe in me. Okay. Okay. So we had teshuvah. We were speaking about teshuvah, doing teshuvah, day of passing. A person, when it passes away, he should do teshuvah. We have a custom to vidui, right, before a person's neshama leaves, right? He says when a sinner realizes that his death, the mind is imminent, and his hope for enjoying this world is lost. That moment, when he passes away, he does teshuvah right before. What's the point? You could ask. Of course, it's easy to do teshuvah. You're going to pass away. What do you have to lose? Leave the sins. Anyway, he's going to leave the sins behind. You can't deal with desires anymore. Do teshuvah. Does Hashem accept such a teshuvah? Yes. A person who is about to die, he confesses his sins and does teshuvah even right before he dies, it's also effective. And although it's not the same though. The level of teshuvah when a person has youth, and he still has desires, and he does teshuvah, is much, much higher level than the person who does teshuvah only right before he dies. So therefore a person has to make sure to do teshuvah now. If not now, so then when? You know that guy who says, oh, patom, after. And what happens? The Malach HaMavet will come to him right before he dies, and also will tell him after.
Right by the gate.
Yeah, Chas v'shalom, he won't even have a chance over there. Okay, next way why a person will be motivated to do teshuvah is כשיבוא ימי זקנה יגיעו ימי שיבה ידל כוחו ויאמר שיחו יצרו גם יזכור קיצו כי קרוב הוא יבין אחריתו וישוב להשם וירחמהו. Is when a person becomes old age and his strength is weakened and his Yetzer Hara is diminished, one should remember that his end is near, and because of that he should do teshuvah. But a person who doesn't do teshuvah when he gets older, his punishment is greater. Why? Because you have less Yetzer Hara. Okay, when you're young, I understand it's very hard to fight. But you're older already, you're mature already. Why are you not doing teshuvah? So now you get a bigger punishment. Because if you have less Yetzer Hara and you still don't do teshuvah, why is that? So it says the sages, 3 people Hashem hates. Who does he hate? Dalge, he hates a pauper who's haughty. A poor guy who has gava. What do you have gava for? You have nothing to do with gava about. Ashir mechachesh, Hashem hates a rich man who denies financial claims against him. Right? A guy says, hey, you owe me money, you didn't pay. You have an open memo, open balance. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you lying? You have money. Pay your bills. Why are you trying to always be a sneak? You have money. You're rich. So Hashem hates such a person. And the last one is Zaken Menaef. The third one is the old man who's promiscuous. Old man, he's still looking to, for another devachka. He's still looking how to, catch another one. What are you doing? You're an old man. What's Yetzer Hara you have? I can't understand. Young man, he has hormones.